Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jennifer Antoinette. So in today's video, gonna do a little bit different here. I'm going to finish out my Invisalign series and let you guys know the end results and my experience with it and everything else that you need to know in between. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you watch my last Invisalign video, you'll know that I thought I was going to be done with the program, and then when I went into the dentist, my dentist said that it could be a little bit more improvement, so she sent off for some more aligners, so it extended out a few more weeks. So I wasn't necessarily upset about it because I guess I was already used to doing it, but you know how you get to the end of something and you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to be done with something that you want to be done with, only to be told, all right, you're gonna have to do this a little bit longer. That was a little bit, but regardless, I respect so much my dentist of saying, hey, I see the improvement, but we can do better. I feel like officially I was done on December 16th with everything, starting from a journey that started in February of 2020. So I'm very excited. But when I say I'm finished, I just want to say that I was finished with the Invisalign program. I know a lot of you guys and gals want to see the before and after. So here is what my teeth looked like before. And I'm happy to report that that gap is gone. Oh, you can see it a little bit. But regardless, I feel so confident with my smile, and it's gonna keep improving the more that I stick to my retainer program. So you can call it a negative or positive if you like, but when I got my retainers, and it's from Vivera, it pretty much looks and feels just like the Invisalign aligners that I had in my mouth. Technically, my dentist said, you know, I do want you to wear your retainers for about 6 months uninterrupted. So it was pretty much just like, okay, I got my Invisalign program done in December, but she's asking me to just continue wearing the retainer so that your mouth can hold the position that your teeth are in. A lot of people think, okay, well, I'm done with it, so we're good to go. You got to realize that your teeth have just shifted. So you have to, you know, give your jawline and your teeth time to adjust to that. So as much as I wanted to be upset about that, I definitely have to understand, you know, the body is going to do what it's going to do. I have them out right now because I knew I was filming and I wanted to show you guys how my teeth look for the after part. But when I get done filming, I'm going to put them back in. But anyway, back to the retainers. I started with 4, and my dentist asked me if I wanted to take all 4 or keep some at her office because I would have lost some. Coincidentally enough, I lost my first pair. I have no idea, and I recently just lost them about maybe 2 weeks ago. So I am now working on my second one, and if I lose this one, I'll just go to her office and pick up my next set. What she did give me in the box besides the 2 retainers, she gave me some more cleaning crystals. So I'm gonna show you guys a video real quick of the cleaning crystals. My idea about them, I mean, when I used them, I wasn't really impressed at the time what they did. My dentist recommended using Listerine, this brand, this kind specifically. All you got to do is just get a container, a clean sanitized container, pour some of this in there and let your retainer sit in that solution. When you're wanting to use them, rinse them off in cold water, put them on, and then you're good to go. So I actually recommend this, but I have the crystals, so let me show you how you do the crystals. All right, so these are my aligners, and they kind of look kind of messy because I was going through Invisalign during the pandemic, and there was a time where I had to wear the same aligner for a long time because my dentist's office was not open. They shut it down for a couple weeks, so I had to wear the same one for a while. So that's why they look like that. But here's the cleaning crystals. Comes in this box, and the box had 3 of the packets with the instructions in there. So the first thing you do is rinse off the aligners under some tap water, and then what you'll do is put the aligners in a container or a bowl with about 3 ounces, a little over 3 ounces of warm water. And then you put one packet of the cleaning crystals in there, and then you shake it around for about 20 seconds so all of it dissolves all around the aligners, and you leave them in there for at least 15 minutes, and then you go back to the bowl and shake it for another 20 seconds, and then after that you rinse off the aligners in some water, some warm water, and then you're good to go. I felt like the cleaning solution smelled like bleach, and it is not for me. So that's why I'm gonna keep using this. It's more affordable anyway. I feel like the cleaning crystals are a little bit more expensive, so this is just a great alternative, in my opinion. But check with the dentist because I'm not a professional. So she also gave me the fluorescent tooth whitening system. It does look like some needles, but they're not. They actually go into your retainers. So let me show you that process as well. All right, guys, let's switch to my bathroom real quick. I am going to show you guys how this is used. This is the fluorescent I was talking about. So you just snap the top off here. I just rinsed out my retainer. This is the bottom one, and I'm going to gently take the top here and just, you can see it kind of coming out, but just put it in the retainer. So you're not supposed to spread it around, you're just supposed to put it in there, and it'll kind of do what it needs to do when you put it on anyway. This is my bottom retainer. So I've already brushed my teeth off camera and flossed and everything. So after you do that, you put that in there and you just put it in your mouth. And that's to the top, and make sure once again your retainers are cleaned all the time, but especially when you do this. Leave this on for a minimum of 2 hours, and then after that you can take them out and kind of rinse your mouth out, but leave it in your mouth for at least 2 hours and you're good. And if you're wondering, the cap is resealable. Just push down on it and then you're good to go. So yeah, I do wear my retainers throughout the day. I'm not gonna lie, there are times where when I wake up in the morning and then I take them out and then I eat breakfast. Sometimes I don't put them back in immediately. It's just, you know, sometimes I just don't feel like it, but I put my retainers back into my mouth because it's important to, you know, keep up with the program. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about some things I didn't like. First of all, the Vivera case. It's together now, but I had to rig it together. It broke, so I didn't like that. But I still have my case from when I was using my aligners, so you can still use this for your retainers. Just know that I prefer this case over that case, even though this case comes free when you have Vivera. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Also, I didn't like the Invisalign app. So as I was waiting for my new aligners to come to me, and then when they came to me, I went back on the app because the app gives you help to, like, you know, stop the clock, start the clock, because you can only have your aligners out for only up to 2 hours a day for them to be effective. So I use the app a lot to kind of help me keep in check the time, the amount of time that I've had my aligners out of my mouth. Well, the app wouldn't update, and I don't know if it's been worked out since then, but originally, let's say, I was supposed to have my aligners in my mouth for 20 weeks. When those 20 weeks were up, the program said, all right, you're done. That's it. Well, my dentist came back and then she says, you know, hypothetically, you have 10 more weeks. In the interim, obviously, I'm waiting on the aligners to come back, so maybe 3 weeks go by. When I start the program back on the app, it's taking into account the 3 weeks that went by, and they're assuming that you've had aligners in your mouth the whole 3 weeks. And it's like, no, bruh, this is week 1 of the next 10 weeks. But the app is like, no, this is week 3 of the next 10 weeks. So you try to start a new program to say, okay, well, maybe I'll just start all over again with the app and just, you know, say week 1 of 10. But because it's the same number, so when you look on the pouch here, I'm not gonna, because my whole name, like, you know, but when you look on the pouch, it'll show you like you have a identifying number. So when it's asking you to, hey, you're a new Invisalign client, what is your number? obviously you have the same number, so it's gonna be like you already logged in, so we're gonna just put you right back to where you was. So that's where I found a little bit annoying. So obviously the app is thinking that I'm already 3 weeks in when I'm only 1 week in. And so when I got to their version of 10 weeks, which was technically my 7th week, the app wouldn't let me continue on anymore. And it literally just locked me out. And I emailed them saying, hey, I'm still needing the app because it's just more convenient for me, but nothing was changed. They didn't reply back to me. So I just kind of winged it for the last few weeks and let that be that. Another thing I didn't like with the change of the app, when you go on the app, it initially, when you have the aligners in your mouth, it used to count how long you had them in your mouth. And then when you press stop on the stop button to say, okay, I'm about to take them out, the time on the app would stop. And then when you finish eating, then brush your teeth and put the aligners back in your mouth, and then you would start it again. It would start from the original time that it stopped, so that at the end of the day, you can see how long you had them in your mouth. But when the new update came, for whatever reason, it was the opposite way. So when I would take my aligners out of my mouth and I would stop the clock, it was actually starting the clock. So I was confused at first. I'm like, why is it counting? And I realized it's only now going to show you the amount of time that you had them out of your mouth. So that was just a personal preference. I liked how it showed you the time that you had them in your mouth for the whole day versus how long you've had them out. That was just a personal preference of mine, and some people may like it that way, but I didn't like it that way. I don't know if anything's changed since then because I'm still locked out of my app, but overall, that was just one of the changes that I didn't like about the app. But overall, guys, obviously the app doesn't have to do anything with my results. Again, I am very happy with my results, and I'm very happy with choosing Invisalign. If I had to do it all again, I definitely would choose Invisalign over and over again. I smile so much more now, guys. It's ridiculous. So I'm very happy with my results. And if you've tried Invisalign, please let me know down below if you liked the experience or if you didn't like the experience. And if you're thinking about Invisalign, let me know down below. If you're gonna try it, if you're gonna try a different program, or if you're gonna stick to traditional wire braces, just let me know because I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of my Invisalign series. If you have any questions though, feel free to ask them in the comment section. I will answer them to the best of my ability, but just remember, I am not a professional. Anything that I tell you guys is definitely from experience and experience only. So I do this in every video. I give you guys a t-shirt of the day, and this t-shirt of the day is like Throwback City. This is my t-shirt that I had when I graduated from high school. It was the class t-shirt. It says Southside High School Seniors 2002. I graduated from Southside High School in Memphis, Tennessee. The high school doesn't exist anymore, but I'm still proud to be a Southside scrapper. I am a product of public school, and I'm proud to be a product of Southside High School. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.